In this video, we're going to dive deep into emotional energetics. We're going to explore the connection to spiritual alignment and the divine and how that affects your weight. And we're going to discover more about how it doesn't matter what you're eating or how much you're working out. If emotionally you don't feel safe, if you have energetic blocks in your body, or if you're out of alignment, then you won't lose weight. And we're going to go into the connection of emotional energetics and stress eating or emotional eating and cravings. We're going to explore the impact of childhood and adult wounds and trauma and the impact it has on our emotional energetics and our weight. We're going to discover techniques to release trapped emotions and the blocks preventing you from losing weight. And I've got lots of tips and tricks and a special guided practice. Welcome to the Radiant Health and Wellness community. Throughout each video training and masterclass, we explore perspectives designed to empower you and activate your radiant health, wellness, and vitality. My name is Dr. Beata Harashi, and I created the Radiant Health Protocol, an integrative system utilizing 6 pillars to master your health and wellness from within as you make your body your ally on your journey to optimal well-being. This protocol is the solution for various signs and symptoms, stages of life, diagnoses, and conditions. Join us as we take a deep dive into just one aspect of health and wellness right now. And these episodes are for educational purposes only. Please consult with your physician or a practitioner before making any changes. Let's go. Your journey to radiant health starts here. Do you want to find and address the underlying reasons stopping you from weight loss success so that you can finally lose weight, keep it off, and maintain a healthy and joyful lifestyle effortlessly? If yes, this masterclass is for you. How many times have you tried to lose weight, but you weren't able to because of emotional eating, cravings, stress eating, or it felt like whatever you tried didn't work and the weight just didn't budge no matter what? I know how that can be, and I see it in clients all the time as well. What may be blocking you are little known underlying root causes called emotional energetics and spiritual alignment. That's what we're going to concentrate on in this masterclass video, how it relates to weight loss directly, and that it may be your missing barrier that you didn't even know existed. So if you haven't seen the first 4 videos in this weight loss masterclass series, make sure you go back and watch them after this one. Each video focuses on one aspect of the Radiant Health Protocol, which is the system that I developed, and it's crucial that all 6 pillars of the protocol are addressed in a way that's specific to you and your journey for optimal weight loss, health, and vitality. The truth is, you can't lose and maintain healthy weight with just one pillar. And we're going to be talking about emotional energetics and spiritual alignment today. It is important and it is so crucial. And you need the comprehensive, holistic, and integrative system, the Radiant Health Protocol. So this masterclass video is also in conjunction with the Break Free Weight Loss mini course, an affordable and powerful bundle that I've created just for you, so that no matter what stage you're in on your weight loss and health journey, you can get started now. And with either the mini course alone, or I have a bundle option, which includes that mini course, a full consultation, one-on-one, and a complete month of support, plus lots of bonuses to customize and create your individual plan so that you can avoid mistakes and lose weight faster and with ease. So if you want to break free, lose weight, and keep it off effortlessly, sign up for the mini course alone or the full bundle of support that's currently 91% off, and get the mini course included for free. This will give you the customized solution for you and your unique journey, and the link will be in the comments and description below. So in this video, we're going to dive deep into emotional energetics. We're going to explore the connection to spiritual alignment and the divine and how that affects your weight. And we're going to discover more about how it doesn't matter what you're eating or how much you're working out. If emotionally you don't feel safe, if you have energetic blocks in your body, or if you're out of alignment, then you won't lose weight. And we're going to go into the connection of emotional energetics and stress eating or emotional eating and cravings. We're going to explore the impact of childhood and adult wounds and trauma and the impact it has on our emotional energetics and our weight. We're going to discover techniques to release trapped emotions and the blocks preventing you from losing weight. And I've got lots of tips and tricks and a special guided practice that's going to come around the middle point. And all of these are going to be sprinkled throughout. And then we're going to tie it back to the Radiant Health Protocol as a whole. And I also am going to extend an invitation to you to that affordable break-free weight loss mini course and the bundle I've created for you. So if this resonates with you and you're ready to break free, release the barriers that are stopping you from losing weight, go ahead, click below and get the mini course or the full bundle with a month of support today. And before we jump into the section on emotional energetics and spirituality, I want to take a minute to address the 6 pillars that I mentioned earlier of that Radiant Health Protocol and System. And my name is Dr. Beata Harashim, and I'm a holistic and integrative doctor. I work with clients who have all sorts of signs and symptoms and diagnoses and conditions with the Radiant Health Protocol. And I specialize in weight loss, digestion, gut health, food allergies, fertility, prenatal and postnatal care, and anxiety, overwhelm, and burnout. So the first pillar I want to mention is holistic nutrition and nourishment. So this goes beyond just what we're putting in our mouth, and that is really important to make sure that we are using whole foods to give our body life force and also fuel our vitality and give us energy, enhancing our wellness from within, not from external sources. And then also we need to look at mind, body, and soul nourishment. How are we moving? What are we thinking? What beliefs are we holding on to? How is our connection to the divine? Next is comprehensive gut health and healing. So this is way beyond a supplement or a probiotic. When we look at gut health, really our gut nurtures our entire body. There's a gut microbiome. We have our gut wall, which needs to be healed and sealed. And then we want to support optimal digestion. This is the cornerstone of overall health. So it also goes into our hormones and our metabolism. It all originates in our gut as well as our emotions, which is going to be key for today. Next is nervous system regulation. So we often stay in fight or flight states for too long, and we don't go into a rest and digest state. Without this regulation, healing cannot happen. Weight cannot be lost. So if we're constantly stressed, if we're constantly worried, it is literally sabotaging our weight loss journey. And when we, eat a lot of the healthy things, when we take all the supplements, but our nervous system isn't regulated, then we won't make progress. We won't see the changes that we want to see. The next pillar is decoding your body. So your body communicates with you continuously. Learning to understand what it is telling you with your emotions that are coming up, with your gut intuition and instincts that are coming up, with physical signs and symptoms, right? Now we can address the root causes rather than mask symptoms with Band-Aid solutions. This creates real change. This also goes into intuitive eating, divine muscle testing, intuition training, and again, understanding what the signs and symptoms of our body are telling us. The next pillar is integrated detoxification. So this is exploring detoxification way beyond a cleanse or a fast. We want to discover how to open our innate natural detox pathways, how to support our detox organs, understand the interplay with emotions, energetics, and the nervous system. And then the topic of today's video, emotional energetics and spiritual alignment. So gaining the understanding that emotions can manifest in physical and mental conditions. And by integrating and processing the energies of these emotions, we are freed up for optimal health, vitality, and well-being, as well as weight loss. Because weight gain, holding on to weight, is literally a sign of stagnant energy. It's a sign of stagnation. We're holding on to something. And some of these may be past wounds, right, that we may need to clear, past traumas, aligning with our true essence, what's within us, what's in our heart, and working with the divine for guidance. And when we work together, yes, I want you to lose the weight that's no longer serving you. And I want you to love your life. I want you to be able to release all the other things that are no longer serving you. And when we look at emotions, we're going to go into this further, but they can be stored in different organs within our body. And when we move that energy that may be trapped there, then we'll start to lose weight effortlessly because it's not being blocked energetically anymore. And it is also, when we look at this, physical, emotional, and mental, right? There's multiple components of this that are wrapped up in this emotional, energetic, and spiritual components. And again, we talked about it could be emotions, limiting beliefs, etc. We're going to dive deep into all this in just a moment. So let's get started first with emotional energetics and how they affect your weight. We are electric, energetic beings. We are frequency. This may be a new concept for some of you, and it is proven in Western medicine and science, as well as being the basis of Eastern traditions and spiritual practices. So let me give you an example. When a doctor does an EKG, they measure literally the electrical activity of your heart. When a doctor does an EEG, they are literally measuring the electrical activity of your brain. We are frequency. Everything is frequency. Quantum physics has proven this. And each thought, each belief, each emotion also holds a frequency. And now these emotions can become trapped. I alluded to this earlier, but when we are not allowing ourselves to fully express an emotion, when we are suppressing or repressing, consciously or unconsciously, emotions, they literally become stuck in our energetic field, in our body. They can physically manifest in signs and symptoms. They can become trapped in different organs, and they can be trapped in fat. So one thing that many of you may have experienced is, as a child, were you ever told that you can't be angry or don't be sad? Type a 1 in the comments if you've ever experienced that, where someone in your childhood has told you, stop being angry, don't cry. I know I've experienced that. When we hear that over and over in childhood, that becomes ingrained in us. So now we become adults that are unconsciously or consciously not allowing ourselves to feel those emotions because we've been told that they are bad. We've been told that that's wrong. So I am here to tell you that there is nothing wrong with any of our emotions. All of our emotions are good. They are trying to communicate with us. And this is the magic that happens when we start allowing emotions to flow through us, when we start allowing ourselves to experience them, to feel them, to understand them. And once they get their message across, they release. So when we're looking at this from this perspective, fat is a sign of stagnant energy. It is a sign of trapped emotions. It is a sign that there is a greater misalignment happening on a holistic level, because our bodies are not designed to overeat. They are not designed to crave things that harm us. They're not designed to crave lots of sugar. They're not designed to crave foods that are unnatural, that are laden with toxins, that have artificial colors, preservatives, or additives. When this is happening, it's a sign that there's a greater imbalance. And this is not just about self-control and discipline and gut health, because we talked about in the earlier video how gut health directly relates to cravings and stress eating and emotional eating as well. That's important. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch that. But also, we need to be aware of this deeper level of how our emotional and energetic, on an emotional and energetic level, and how that, the self-awareness of that, can help us with our weight loss. So some examples, okay? And this is one of the tips. You're going to grab a piece of paper or a journal, and you're going to write these down, and you're going to check within yourself, within your body, how alive is this for you, okay? And a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being nothing, 10 being a lot. And feel free to pause this video if you need to, rewind it if you need to get these. So the first one is, when we have extra weight that we're holding on to, extra fat that we're holding on to, it's a sign that we are literally, physically holding on to things, not wanting to let go. How alive is that for you when I say that? And now, same thing, that we are holding on to thoughts or beliefs or emotions, not wanting to let those go. How alive is that for you? The next one is a fear around letting go. How alive is that for you? The next one is protection. When we have extra weight, when we have extra fat, we are protected from the world. In a way, we hide from the world that way. How alive is that for you? Again, when we have extra weight, when we have extra fat, it is also a sign that our body doesn't feel safe, that we are ungrounded, that our nervous system is in dysregulation. This happens a lot with healers as well, when we're taking on other people's energy, etc. How alive is that for you? And we talk about this more in the nervous system regulation video. So make sure again to go back and watch that one. And then stagnant energy in our field, in our electric field and system. How alive is that for you when I speak about this? This is going to give you clues. It is within you. You already know what are the things that you need to work on. Feel into your body, see what comes up for you. And so the key is we need to understand this from a spiritual, energetic, and emotional point of view as well. We have to be willing to travel deep and understand the energy or feeling that's behind it. For true wellness to occur, we need to take a mind, body, and soul approach. Anything else is incomplete, and true healing cannot occur. That's why the Radiant Health Protocol is so important to integrate and to work through as a system. We need all of these pillars. The first thing we do when we get a physical ailment or a physical condition or a sign or symptom is to tune into our bodies and ask, what is my body trying to show or teach me? This is the pillar of decoding your body. We're going to talk about this in the next video, so make sure to tune in and watch that one. And if any of these speak to you and you're starting to get insights and you're ready to release these barriers that are stopping you from losing weight and getting healthy, go ahead and click below, get the mini course or the full bundle with a month of support today. Now, the next component is exploring the connection to spiritual alignment and the divine and how that affects your weight. So the Radiant Health Protocol is very unique because we work with the divine. Now, when I mention the divine, this, you can have also different names for this. This is not particular to any sort of religion. It is just your name for your higher power, whatever you believe in, your creator. And when I think of the divine, it is pure, unconditional love and the reminder that we are love. It is infinite intelligence. It is limitless. And so when we think of our body, I want you to think of your body the same way. Your body is an amazing, incredible creation. It is a universe. It is quantum. Even at this very second, your body is going through millions of tiny processes to keep you alive and well. Every cell in your body is there to serve you. So by loving every cell and even every ounce of fat or weight, it can do wonders for our health and well-being. Recognizing that it's there for a reason, a purpose. It's keeping you in balance. It is serving you. It is saving you. And we have to remember that every body is different and every body has a perfect level of fat and weight that it needs in this moment for the toxin load that we may have, for the nutrition that we may be doing, for the emotions that we may be feeling, for the stress that we're experiencing, for the energies around us. And some people naturally hold on to more fat, and that's okay. And some people are more naturally thin, and that's okay too. It is about allowing your body to be the weight that it needs to be, accepting and loving it now. When we are completely in balance in our life, our weight naturally shifts to the optimal level for you, and you achieve ease. You effortlessly maintain your healthy weight. And this is what the Radiant Health Protocol is all about. We need this holistic and integrative approach. And we need to start understanding the underlying reasons of why is it that we want to lose weight. And this may actually be the next tip. Take a moment we went through the whys in our first masterclass. And I also want you to take a moment and think of what are some of the other reasons why we want to lose weight? What's your motivation? What's your inspiration? Because as we're talking, other ideas and insights may be coming to you as we go through this masterclass series. Now, the next question is, how can you love yourself exactly as you are right now, because you are worthy and you are enough in this moment. Can you feel that in your heart and your soul? So grab a pen and paper again, jot these down. And again, pause and rewind if you need to. And rate yourself. How alive is this in you from a scale of 0 to 10? I'm going to name a couple statements. The first one is, I'm not good enough as I am. How alive is that for you? And go with your gut response. The next one is, I am not lovable. How alive is that for you? 0 to 10. Something is wrong with me. How alive is that for you? 0 to 10. Once I lose the weight, then and only then can I finally be happy. Then and only then can I love myself. How alive is that for you? 0 to 10. If I just work harder and I just keep pushing, then the weight will come off. How alive is that for you? Can you feel the shift in energy with that statement and mentality? When we think these thoughts, the body doesn't feel safe. Again, in the previous video on nervous system regulation, we talked about the importance of regulating our nervous system for safety. And so many of us have these beliefs and thoughts. And at the same time, it's a way of self-sabotaging, because when our body doesn't feel safe, our physiology holds on to weight. It doesn't let it go. Is this happening for you? Type a 1 in the comments if this resonates with you. Have you experienced this? So it is a bit of a paradox, and this is the spiritual component, where we need to do practices and work to accept and love ourselves exactly as we are in this moment, and have the vision that we can lose weight. And especially if it is for health reasons, right? So when we have extra weight, there are health risks that come with that. So there's nothing wrong with deciding to love yourself right now and deciding to change for health and for wellness. And same thing, we may have a preference that, you know what, I would love to fit into those jeans again, or I would love to fit into that dress and look hot. I would love to wear that shirt. I would love to look so great on the beach. There's nothing wrong with having that preference. And it's about accepting and loving ourselves exactly as we are in this moment. So being in alignment is about truly loving your body from the inside out. Understanding that whatever you're presenting with right now, whatever weight you have, it is serving you. It is here for you. It's one of the ways that your body's communicating with you. And you are your own judge. Who's to say what's too big or too small? If you feel healthy, if you have vitality, if you know that your labs are great and you have, perfect digestion and great mental clarity, you're your own judge. And this is the reason why we can't take a one-size-fits-all approach to our bodies and our health. Our body is our temple. Feel that on your deepest level. Our body is our temple. When we love ourselves and we align with ourselves on an emotional, energetic, and spiritual level, it allows us to effortlessly eat the diet that's perfect for us and our body. It allows us to eat when we are genuinely hungry and to stop when we're genuinely feeling full. This is one of the blocks that many of us as children, again, were told that we needed to clean off the plate, that we couldn't get up from the table until our plate was cleaned off. Put a 1 in the comments if you've been told that. I have. And so again, after hearing that over and over, now as adults, we may be unconsciously finishing our plate when we don't feel hungry. Or are we distracting ourselves? Are we watching TV and eating and not realizing how much we're actually eating? There's so many blocks that we work through when I work with clients. And the other thing is I break all the rules because we don't have to eat just because it's lunchtime. And you don't have to eat because it's breakfast. And you don't have to eat cereal in the morning because it's a breakfast food. That is BS. I recommend everyone throw your cereal out right now. I break all these rules because we can eat healthy, nourishing foods that don't look like a breakfast food, but heck yes, they are going to serve our body well. So all you need to do is listen to your body. Eat things that nourish your body, make you feel good, radiant, and alive. The secret is when you eat real food that is prepared with love, when you eat it with love and gratitude, and not guilt or with the idea that it's bad, that food will nourish and protect you in return. Are you getting any light bulbs? Put a 1 in the comments if there's something that totally just blew your mind right now. If you've got a great insight, put it in the comments if you feel comfortable to as well. And if this resonates with you and you're ready to, again, release these barriers that are stopping you from weight loss success, click below and get the mini course and the full bundle with the month of support today. So now let's go over quickly. It doesn't matter what you're eating or how much you're working out. If emotionally you don't feel safe, if you have energetic blocks in your body or are out of alignment, do you see how you won't lose weight? We talk about this as well in the nervous system regulation video. You can be eating all the things, doing the workouts, etc. But if these energies are out of alignment, if you don't feel safe, it's not going to work. And again, this is how it connects to emotional eating, stress eating, and cravings. These can be driving you. So I do want to take a moment to explore that impact of childhood and adult wounds and trauma as well, because this has an impact on our weight. So again, our nervous system, when we are children and we experience a trauma or wound, and this can be anything. It can be someone making fun of us. It can be being told, to be quiet all the time, not to feel our emotions. It can be a bigger trauma like sexual abuse, physical abuse, neglect. It may be, your parents got divorced when you were little, or there was someone with mental health issues in your childhood, right? There's something called the ACEs study, and there's a questionnaire that I'm including in the mini course for you to start assessing what are your levels and how this has been affecting you. And so when we experience these things, especially in childhood, we can experience them in adulthood as well. And especially in childhood, our nervous system is wired differently from the beginning. So our nervous system is already feeling unsafe. It is already on the lookout for danger all the time. And when we have that wired into our physiology, that's going to persist unconsciously. So it's the reason why many of us get stressed out much more easily. It's the reason why many of us are so much more anxious easily. It's the reason why so many of us have health conditions without realizing it. So it is so important to start regulating, to start feeling safe within our own bodies, to feel safe within our environment. This is when the cravings and emotional eating starts going away by its own. Because our weight is a security blanket. And when we don't feel that safety, it grows because it wants to protect us more. So I invite you to think of what are some ways that your weight may have protected you in the past. Jot them down. This is a great exercise. And just to bring awareness to that as well. And so some of the things that come with this are the safety component for sure, but perfectionism, control, right? And there is beauty and power in taking a moment and surrendering to the divine, asking for guidance, asking for help. And so when I work with clients in the Radiant Health Protocol, there are various emotional, energetic, and psychoenergetic techniques that I use. I am a trauma-informed practitioner, and this is a safe approach. So we go through practices and techniques to learn before doing the heavy work. And I do a lot of somatic work, accessing the wisdom in the body. Now, there are other techniques, such as tapping, for example, is one that I'll talk about. Now, when we do tapping alone, if we're not doing it in combination with the full protocol, we're not going to see improvement for all the reasons that I just mentioned. So tapping is a fantastic technique. It's one that I use a lot. And we need to, again, take this holistic perspective. And there's so many other techniques. How cool would it be if you could look at a list and say, what is it that my body needs today? What's going to help me the most today? and test and know. We're going to go over that in the Decoding Your Body's Language video next. But so somatic work is awareness of what is happening in my life. How is that showing up in my body? How does that feel in my body? Is there a constriction in my body? Is something out of alignment in my body? And so we're going to go through, I'm going to gift you a guided journaling practice in the mini course. So make sure to get that if you want to experience it. It's going to be longer, kind of a guided meditation and journaling practice. So again, some of the techniques I use, we do a lot of self-love and inner peace work. There's a workshop included for that. Mindfulness and mindful eating. Intuitive eating, as we're going to talk about in the Decoding Your Body's Language section. Positive self-talk in the nourishment video, right? Forgiveness, gratitude, grace. Experiencing these emotions on a regular basis and allowing them to come through and fully feel them. To allow yourself to fully feel joy. To release limiting beliefs. The radiant energy technique is a technique that I received. I've never been trained in Reiki or any other energy modalities, certification-wise or anything like that. And I was blessed to receive this technique from the divine. It is similar to Reiki, but doesn't have certain aspects of it. So if you're familiar with that, that gives you a little idea of it. There's something I call the radiant emotional release process. I use NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, different aspects of that, timeline therapy, aspects of hypnosis and RTT or rapid transformational therapy. We do energy medicine, working with our meridians or chakras, different energy systems. Again, EFT or emotional freedom technique and tapping, intuition training with divine muscle testing, emotion code, hatching, which is something I learned from my coach and mentor, Ilsa, which is a variation of the psychoenergetic modality called IFS or internal family systems, loving kindness meditation, breath work, movement, nature, grounding, journaling. And ultimately, it's for you to create your own protocol. I give you the tools, I teach you, and you decide what resonates with me, what does my body need right now? Because I want to empower you. I don't want you to have to come back to a practitioner every single time. I want you to be able to take agency over your own health, wellness, and weight loss. So again, if this resonates with you and you're ready to release those barriers that are stopping you from losing weight, go ahead, click the mini course below or get that full bundle of support today. So again, this is why it's so important that we work the protocol as a system with all 6 pillars. Weight gain is a symptom of being out of alignment, and it comes in different places. So we need to be able to get the right nutrition. We need to be able to heal our gut. We need to be able to work with those emotional blocks, with our traumas, our past wounds. We need to remove our limiting beliefs and thoughts that are surrounding weight gain and replace them with nourishing ones that are going to empower and motivate us. We need to regulate our nervous system. We need to understand what our body's communicating with us so that we can have our body as our ally on this weight loss journey. It's all connected. And it's never just one thing. So if you've oh, I tried working out, I tried the diet. No, that's not enough. You haven't done the protocol. And that's why in this mini course, I've created a super affordable option for everyone. You get so much guidance, so many resources, trackers, planners, guided practices, journaling practices, accountability, so that you can do this on your own. And there's an option for those who don't want to waste time, who don't want to make mistakes, who want to get results faster, easier, smoother, have someone holding their hand. And that's what that full month bundle is for. So I'm here to support you. I'm here to be your mentor, be your guide, motivate you, keep you accountable, and support you on this journey, because it's not just about weight loss. It's about health and wellness as a whole. I want you to love your life and lose weight at the same time. So again, this bundle is 91% off right now. Click below to get it. Now, the next video is going to be on decoding your body. This is such an important topic. We already alluded to a lot of it today. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. If you haven't seen the other 4 videos that came before this in the series, again, make sure you go back and watch those. And as always, I wish you and your loved ones all the best. and I will see you in the next video.